Welcome everybody. How are you doing today? We have some news regarding Fox News, and this is a title from the Mail Online, and it reads, Fox News purge political editor Chris Stirewalt, who was part of the election team that called Arizona for Biden, is laid off alongside almost 20 other digital staffers. So Fox News ratings have completely tanked. They are now behind CNN and MSNBC. Oh my God. They are behind CNN and MSNBC. There was a time about, maybe 6 to 9 months ago, where Tucker Carlson alone, his ratings alone, were beating out all of CNN and all of MSNBC. All the people that were watching Tucker Carlson, just his show, was more than every single show on CNN and MSNBC. And now they are in last place among the big three, in last place. And you have One American News Networks and Newsmax, which has pretty much gobbled up their conservative market, much of their conservative market. Why is all this happening? Well, as the title from Mail Online says, for some reason, Fox News decided to prop up the Biden presidency, the Biden campaign. We know the reasons, but they decided to do it, and now they are getting punished for it. And as their ratings plummet, their advertisers will leave. And don't think that the cancel culture is still not going after Fox. Even though Fox decided to move more left, even though Fox's ratings are plummeting, even though Fox showed that it was friendly towards the neoliberal establishment and anti-Trump, the cancel culture will still go after Fox, and they're going to now look to drive that knife deeper into the heart of Fox. Fox is cooked. They are cooked. Man, they lost their staunch supporters to Newsmax and One American Network, and the people that they thought they were actually going to go after and get, that new middle left, neoliberal left crowd that they thought, that they coveted and they thought was going to come to their channel. Point number one, that group is tiny. Point number two, hell no. They're not going to leave CNN. They're not going to leave MSNBC. What a strategic blunder this has been. Everyone that sits on the board of Fox News should be fired. Does Murdoch still control Fox News? I believe Rupert still controls it. I believe his son is involved, one of the sons. Not sure. I know that Paul Ryan is also on the board. Former Rhino Paul Ryan, that hates Fox, that hates Trump. I'm sure he had a lot to do with Fox's realignment towards the neoliberal center-left. So Fox is in free fall. Let's read some of the bullet points from Mail Online. It says, Chris Stirewalt, a political editor who had been with Fox for more than a decade, is among the staffers laid off. He was part of Fox's election night team that called Arizona for Joe Biden before other networks in a move that infuriated Donald Trump and his supporters. In addition to Stirewalt, at least 16 editorial staffers from the Fox News digital department have been laid off. Some of those staffers include senior editors and reporters who have been with Fox for a decade. Fox described the redundancies as restructuring, but insiders told the Daily Beast it was a purge to make the network more aligned with Trumpian views. So now they want to go back home. They realize that the neoliberals do not want them. They realize the progressives don't want them. They realize the fake progressives don't want them, like the Young Turks crowd. They don't want them. They realize that real progressives don't want them, because real progressives don't want anything to do with mainstream media. They realized Antifa isn't going to be any friendlier to them. They really messed it up. The only people left to view Fox News is who? Neocons. And now most of the neocons are contributors at MSNBC and CNN anyway, because you've seen a merge between neocons and neoliberals. They've essentially become one. So who the hell was Fox going after when they decided to ditch Trump and move towards this neoliberal center-left? Who exactly were they going after? The elitist crowd? The Pelosi crowd? The Pelosi fanboys? The Schumer fanboys? Who? The AOC fanboys? What a strategic blunder. My God. A strategic blunder of epic proportions. So it's not only that people were pissed off about Arizona, yes, because if you remember when they called Arizona for Biden, it led to this cascading domino effect that we remember. You know, vote counts being halted in all those battleground states and all those critical states, and just everything being thrown up in limbo. There was some sort of signal there. I don't know what. Maybe one day we may get the truth as to what happened that night and how it was all structured to go down. But we also can't forget that a lot of people started leaving Fox because of the people Fox has on. And I'm not talking about Juan Williams, who's bad enough, but he's countered by Greg Gutfeld, so I get that dynamic. You know, Greg Gutfeld always smacks down Juan Williams when they get into these debates, and he makes Williams look foolish in his liberal beliefs, his neoliberal beliefs. But it has to do with people like Donna Brazile. Why in God's name would Fox News hire Donna Brazile? If you want to hire people with a real liberals, classic liberals, or real progressives, please do so. No problem there. But Donna Brazile, Marie Harf, a former Obama spokesperson, Marie Harf, who championed a coup in Ukraine and championed the death and destruction in Libya and Syria. That's who you guys hire? Marie Harf, really? Really, Marie Harf, remember she was outnumbered when Newt Gingrich started talking about Soros, and she was like, no. No talking about Soros, and they shut Gingrich down. That's who you want on Fox? People got pissed off about that. People got pissed off about Brazile. People got pissed off about Marie Harf. But people got really pissed off with Chris Wallace. Why do you guys have Chris Wallace? Neil Cavuto, who was censoring Kayleigh McEnany. But Chris Wallace and his performance during the first debate, where he completely covered for Biden, didn't bring up any of the Hunter Biden stuff. Of course people got pissed off. Chris Wallace, who during the inauguration was gushing at how great an inauguration was. Dear leader Biden, you're so great. This was the best inauguration ever, even though there was no people there. No people. But it was the best inauguration ever. That's Fox News. Chris Wallace. That's Fox News. People got really pissed off after that Chris Wallace moderation of the debate, the first debate. That was where everything started to really fall apart. People saw signs. I mean, the signs were there. For example, hiring Donna Brazile and Marie Harf. The signs were there that Fox News was trying to make this market shift, this demographic shift. They wanted the CNN, MSNBC crowd. I don't know why. They had such a good niche. They carved out a great niche. But obviously, that niche wasn't elitist enough for them. Maybe in their cocktail parties in D.C. or New York, maybe the people at Fox were being made fun of because of their customers. They didn't have the neoliberal clientele that CNN had, or the deep state clientele that CNN had. I don't know. Talk about a strategic blunder of epic proportions. We saw the signs, but everything fell apart with the first debate and Chris Wallace, and then the whole house of cards came crumbling down with the November 3rd Arizona call. That was the end. And now those people are not coming back, Fox. In order for everyone to go back to Fox, I don't even know what Fox would have to do. They would have to get rid of Chris Wallace. That would be a good start. That would be a good start, and maybe a lot more. Getting rid of people like Chris Stirewalt, that's not a big enough scalp in order to get all the Trump people back. Not even close. They also shifted Martha McCallum back down to daytime. They started making other moves. Not enough. Not enough. You wanna get rid of the real big names, the real big anti-Trump people. Maybe Ryan on the board. Maybe shake up the board, shake up the management, and get rid of your real big anti-Trumpers. Anyway, guys, that's the video. That's Fox News. If they don't make really big changes, they are completely cooked. Ad dollars are going to dry up. And I don't even know if those big changes will even work. But now they want to go back home to Trump. They want to go back home to the Trump movement, the Trump ideals, the Trump viewers. Ain't going to happen. Ain't going to happen. I don't think it'll happen. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. PayPal, Patreon, subscribe, star, Bitcoin. Please help out this channel. Also, going to the Duran shop helps out this channel a lot. Pick up one of our awesome magic mugs. And go to our main channel, the Duran, where me and Alexander are posting videos every day. Also, check out Alexander's channel as well. All those links are in the description box down below. Take care.